The Quelmar realm,
A fantasy sandbox of our own making.
full of promise and hope.
Secrets and mysteries.
Excitement and grandeur.
For players worldwide.
But
not
not
for
for us. We find ourselves stuck in Quelmar's Arctic autumn, an era in which the realm has been frozen solid.
Okay. Everybody shut up, okay? So 2 months ago, the world went fucking crazy. Oceans frozen. Land buried under avalanches. I mean, coast to coast, nobody is safe. Even the little fishies and ships got popsicled. So people are staying at home, right? Because otherwise they're most probably gonna likely die.
The epicenter of this freeze seems to be around the city of Ravel on the continent of Osugbo. It was off Ravel's coast, aboard the SS Exodus, that the freeze was first witnessed.
I was on a boat. There was a turkey and whales, and then something big in water went flying by, and bam, I hit the side of the ship.
A mysterious power blew across the land, turning what was once bright, cheery, and warm into something haunted and cold.
If only the cold were all we had to deal with. The harvest was interrupted mid-autumn, shipping routes frozen in their tracks.
And people were left stranded. Now, just staying warm and fed is a daily struggle. And that's not even mentioning the monsters.
First came the bloat, strange creatures of ice and sorrow. Whale folk, dragonfly folk, and others even harder to describe. They speak of seeking penance for our sins, and keep appearing in places where death has recently struck.
Then came the Wendigos. People driven to cannibalism by a desperate hunger that were overtaken by a bestial madness.
They fight with tooth and claw, and their saliva carries a bug that can turn you into one of them.
I have seen it firsthand, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
Thoughts and prayers for our friend Pietro.
As if that weren't enough, the freeze has made all the worst people even worse.
The Unravel, Ravel's local underground network, is up to shady business, and capitalists like Otto Bremer are charging an arm and a leg for even the basics needed to survive.
Honestly, if you've got frostbite, you might get a cashew for that arm.
But it hasn't all been shivery and horrible.
Heroes rise when they're needed, and Ravel has heroes to spare.
We've dealt with the initial shock of winter,
Fought off the bloat.
and established safe havens both in Ravel and in Manquel, the farm town a few days north,
We even claimed a green pocket.
from the jerks in Balabag, and handled the spies they sent in retaliation.
And we wouldn't have made it this far without Weber, the kaiju-sized penguin, and the defender of the realm.
I don't know how many bloat he's eaten out in the ice fields, but what I do know is that he's saved many a kind soul.
So, what's next for Ravel and its people as the freeze deepens?
Inside and outside the city, nefarious forces are on the Mambaro. And they move.
Evil things are stretching their legs. We still don't know what's going on with the bloat or the freeze itself, and now we got some undead, long-toothed bourgeoisie fuckers. LaCroix.
The vampiric empire of LaCroix is sending agents to drain the last of the life from this frozen land.
And worse still, adventurers have begun reporting strange visions during near-death experiences.
An infinite wall of eyes stretching across the void, calling to our heroes. Yikes.
Calling to the capybara folk Kavi.
This freeze is far from over.
And we must band together.
And stay strong.
Lest we're trapped under ice.